Hey, what's up guys? It's Pat and welcome back to another mod showcase. And today we're going to look at a pretty awesome mod. It is called You Will Die, which is probably like the best name ever. It is an adventure style mod and you can probably tell it is going to be difficult. Adds in some very interesting things into Minecraft I've never seen before. There's these pillars that give you blessings. There's even world goals when you sign on. All kinds of dungeons, traps, random enchantments, blessings. It's pretty cool. So right when you get onto your world, you're going to notice you have a world goal and a world disadvantage. And if you want to check those again, you can with this command. So current goal, mine is to kill one ender dragon. Which doesn't sound too bad, I guess. I mean, you're probably wondering what you get for doing it. You actually don't get a reward. Your reward is that the disadvantage goes away. So our disadvantage right here is 25% less melee damage. That's actually pretty devastating. Like when you're fighting with your diamond weapon, it just will not be doing very much damage right now. So I really need to kill the ender dragon. Kind of lucky for me just thinking about it. You know, it's not a melee fight. So I don't know if it just happened to work out that way or not. And also you have a blessing which helps you out. Same thing, current blessing. In ours, blessing of the vampire. Heals 5% of damage dealt to enemies, which is pretty cool actually. So you can actually switch these. Right in front of us are all the different types of pillars. They spawn randomly in your world, and they all spawn in the dungeons. There's actually a dungeon like right over there. It's a giant dungeon above the ground, which you'll see around your world. They're pretty common. So what you can do is go up to these, hit X to examine it. This one, Blessing of the Vampire, which we have on right now. This one right here. Blessing of the Ninja. While sneaking, you are invisible, and attacks on enemies with full health do double damage. And I can switch to this. All I have to do is right-click it. Now I have Blessing of the Ninja on. Can't have multiple at the same time, sadly, but very useful. So the next one. This one is Blessing of the Mechanic. You disarm traps 3 times as often, and you have 2 times the chance to salvage disarmed traps. This one right here, Blessing of the Lumberjack. 25% mine speed on wooden blocks. They probably didn't mean mine. I imagine they meant like, you know, chopping speed or something. It is Lumberjack. This one, Blessing of the Scout. You can see traps without sneaking. Very useful. I'm actually going to grab this one to show you guys the traps. Okay, this one right here. Blessing of the Swamp. Attacks will slow enemies. Blessing of the Guardian. Take 25% less damage from all sources, which can be super useful fighting bosses, obviously. This one, Blessing of the Hunter. 25% more projectile damage. Blessing of the Warrior. 25% melee damage. Funny thing is, my world disadvantage would kind of be gone if I put this one on. This one, Blessing of the Miner. 25% mine speed on stone and iron blocks. Blessing of the Thief. Enemies have a chance to drop gold nuggets. And the last one, Blessing of the Alchemist. All potions act like wildcard potions, which I'll show you guys what those are after. So what we're going to take a look at now are the traps, and they are all over your world. It is so dangerous. But luckily, we have this special blessing on so we can see them. But you can only see them within 6 blocks of them. And if you don't have the blessing, you need to sneak around, and that is how you can see them, while sneaking. So there's a bunch right here. There's 2 different types. Pointy ones like this, which are going to hurt you, obviously. You can imagine stepping on that is going to hurt your feet. So, ouch. Be careful. And these ones right here, they light you on fire. So very dangerous just exploring your world. They're honestly all over the place. I put these 6 down right here, but if you look around, I did not place those. Those are already there. So just walking around your world, you're going to see them like everywhere. But luckily for you, you can sneak to see them, so you can avoid them, and you can actually disarm them if you want to. Right click to disarm, and I've disarmed the trap. Only works 25% of the time, so I'm kind of surprised that worked. So let's try that again. Alright, let me try that. And I have been injured. I failed to disarm it. And on occasion, when you actually disarm them, you will grab them into your inventory. So, kind of cool. You can hold on to them, bring them back to your home. With this mod, there's a bunch of different kinds of potions. And you can see right here, Mystery Potion number 1. And there are 12 different kinds. And you actually can't tell what effect you're going to get from them until you use them. You'll find these in like dungeon chests and stuff, and they can even drop off mobs. So we'll grab some of these out of here and see what kind of effect we get. So, Mystery Potion number 1. So now it says, you learnt Mystery Potion number 1 was a slowness potion. Now every time you find one of these potions, it will now be a slowness potion instead for 20 seconds. So you actually know what it is. You figured it out. You figured that mystery potion out. Same thing with all these. Mystery Potion number 4. This one, I get nausea. They're not very good potions is something I noticed. They're not very happy. Alright, so this one right here, jump boost. That one's kind of cool. So I got a nice jump boost out of it. And if I use this one, I get a strength potion. So what you basically want to do is you want to find all the potions, try them out somewhere safe, you know, not while you're like fighting in a dungeon, obviously, because that would be stupid. You don't want to do that. I'm not going to show you guys every single one, like to show you what they do. I want you guys to explore the mod too. They're going to be all the normal potion effects, so you could probably imagine, like, you know, every one of these is one of the different potion effects in Minecraft. So have some fun with it, explore, and you will see what a mystery potion number 6 is when you play this mod. There's actually one other kind, and this one is the wild card potion. This one actually is completely random. It can be anything. So I use it, I can get anything. Instant damage potion, use it again, is a haste potion. So this one, you need to be super careful with. I can't think of a good time to really use it, because if it's in like a spot with a mob, you might kill yourself accidentally. But you can have fun with it messing around, definitely. But yeah, guys, the potion system's very interesting. I don't want to ruin it for you guys that want to try out the mod and know like exactly which number is which potion. So you can go into there and you can try them out. I mean, there's 12 different ones, and some of them have good effects, others, they can be pretty terrible. So there is one more thing about the crafting. So when you craft things, they actually can be better, like axes and swords. You can see right here. If I put in these sticks and make a diamond sword, it's going to have a special buff on it. This one has +1 bonus damage. They can have between 1 and 5. And it's called an old diamond sword. It seems to be random what they actually call the name of it, because sometimes it could say old diamond sword and give you +5. So I'm not sure if that's a glitch or not at this point. So we can make a bunch of these. This one is rank 2. It gave us nothing though, and it says it's sharp. So it seems like the name for it is messed up with the bonus damage you get from it. So most of them are going to be like 1, pretty much. So we're going to make a bunch to show you guys that there are better diamond swords you can get out of it. So here we go. +1, +1, average. Okay, there we go. +4, and it called it an old diamond sword. It probably would be called a sharp diamond sword, I would imagine. So yeah, you can get up to +5. It's pretty cool, though. I like it. You do the same thing with axes. So you can mess around with this quite a bit. And bam. +1 bonus damage. +1 bonus damage. A sharp diamond axe. They're both sharp, actually. Like, same exact one. So I kind of like that. You can get some extra damage out of it when you're actually making your gear. So now what we're going to do, guys, is take a look at the actual dungeons. And normal dungeons, they spawn much more commonly now. Actually, 13 times as often. So I figured the desert would probably be the best way to show you guys, because, you know, sometimes they, like, randomly, like, spawn, like, right below the sand, which I've cleared out for us. There is one dungeon right here. And if you look in the chest, there's a bunch of these potions. 5 nausea potions, which was one of the ones we unlocked before. Actually, they're all nausea potions. So yeah, stuff is going to spawn in the normal dungeons and in the special ones too. And just to show you how common they are, here is another one in the desert. And here we've got Mystery Potion 11, Potion 7, Wildcard Potion, and Potion number 2. So lots of those are around. I think there's actually one more. So yeah, this really shows how common the dungeons are. But these are not the cool ones. The cool ones are above the ground. So in here, you know, nausea, slowness, mystery number 9, and mystery number 2, and a slowness potion. So yeah, you can get those in these dungeons. So much more common. They're going to be all over the place for you to check out. Alright guys, this is where things get fun. It is one of the giant dungeons above the ground, and they're actually pretty common. There's one in the distance over there too. And they always have one of these pillars in them. If you check it out right here, it is Blessing of the Swamp. And the thing about the pillars is they can actually spawn randomly around your world. There's one over here. I did not place this here, I promise. So this one, Blessing of the Alchemist. So the dungeons, those are always going to be, you know, the most fun. So there's a ladder all the way up to the top and multiple levels. And there is a spawner at each floor. You can see there's a trap, like, right there. Some of the floors will have a chest, others will not. So yeah, it's going to be kind of difficult. If you look at it, zombie level 2. Zombie level 1. So the mobs can be up to level 5. And of course, you know, the more difficult they are. The level 2 has 25 health. The level 1 has 20. The cool thing is, if you find one, a rare one, obviously, level 5, which is not common, I've only seen one, they actually have a blessing on 2, which is pretty cool. And if you want to check this out, of course, I have damage indicators on, so it shows it in the left corner, but you can hit X to examine them. There doesn't seem to be anything special about this zombie, level 1. So you could kind of, like, check out and see, like, how strong they are by hitting X. So we'll climb up a bit higher here. And there is a chest. Seems to be all like level 1. There's a level 2 one. But the higher level ones are pretty rare. So there's a chest right here. And there are nausea potions and a bunch of other stuff. So we'll get to the... Oh, this is the top. We are at the top right now. So yeah, basically you travel up here. This one only seemed to have one chest. But I've noticed that some of them have multiple. So it must be like a percentage of a chance that there's multiple chests in the place. Well, definitely very cool to explore these things and fight your way up there. So what I'm going to show you guys now is a level 5 mob, which are pretty rare. Alright guys, so I have found this level 5 creeper, which is charged. He has 45 hit points, and if you examine him, it says, you notice creeper, level 5 is using Blessing of the Guardian. And if I remember correctly, he takes 25% less damage. So very cool. I mean, there's a lot to do with this mod. Some interesting aspects I've just never seen before in Minecraft. So if you love like an RPG adventure type mod, you're really going to enjoy this. But anyways, guys, the download is in the description if you want to check it out. And if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribed. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.